kids to bed. Dad's home. We are the dWo podcast, representing the Dad World Order. I am the handsome head of household, Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin. And with me, as always, the rest of this patriarch pack. We got the big bad bearded daddy. We got Big Rig Eric Maffey.
What up?
Hi. And
Howdy.
he is the perpetual mid-carder and the reigning two-time world record holder. He is the wrestling t-shirt guy, Cephas.
All right, what up, y'all? No, look, I don't want to start off controversial. Stank of booties, but I can peel an orange better than both of you.
Whoa.
Easy. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. I pride myself on my orange peeling, sir.
I can peel an orange better than you.
No,
Use
you
my bare
cannot.
hands.
Yes, I can.
I'll do it with my teeth.
That's a terrible way to peel an orange. Your orange will be soppy and saliva-y.
Yeah, and I'm the one that's going to eat it, so it's going to be delicious.
Okay, well, I'm not talking about what you do for you. I'm talking about as a profession. I'm a better orange peeler.
No,
than
you're
both of you.
not. You
Yes,
are
I
no, absolutely not.
Yes,
You're
I
just
am.
hot
We're just
take
gonna
city
agree-
over here, starting
On this
out.
subject, I'm afraid.
Jeez.
I didn't mean to start so offensive, but I just figured I'd let it be known that I am the superior orange peeler of the dads.
Allegedly.
As I drink my orange sparkling water, how dare you?
That you didn't fucking peel yourself. I didn't see
No,
you
I
peel
didn't.
one can.
It is a hint of a slice of orange.
It sounds like someone's yelling
TV
orange
static
at you.
orange.
It's like, hey!
Someone yelling
That's an
orange from the other
orange.
room. I don't give a shit. They're refreshing, and I don't drink as much pop anymore, so they're
That's
working.
good. It's a good thing.
Yeah. I'm not saying that I'm Mr. Healthy all of a sudden, but we can at least cut out one thing. So
Who's Mr.
Anyway.
Healthy? Who would be Mr. Healthy?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. The
That
Rock.
fucking dude, that dude wearing the muscle suit from PBS when we were kids.
Yeah, that guy.
Probably. Jack LaLanne.
He died though.
But he's pretty healthy for quite a while.
I
He
mean,
could do like one
I
arm.
guess everyone dies.
He did like one arm push-ups at like 90.
I mean, that's what Lance Archer says. Everybody dies.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Cephas, we didn't get a fit check, man.
Oh yeah, this is a really good one today too.
Right?
Sheboygan. It's the Save Us Y2J, and the reason I like it so much is it's an all over shirt, but it's got this little logo on the back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah,
it.
man.
Another couple controversial shirts now that all those news things have dropped that I don't know if I can wear. I know I've got this Vince shirt that says this is such good shit, and I want to wear it so much.
Well, just put it away, and it's right now. It's just allegations, damning allegations, but allegations. So
This is
I mean-
such good shit. Such good shit.
just put it away for a rainy day.
Look at the heat. Shit.
Speaking of shirts, Eric, nice little shirt you got there too, buddy.
Yeah, a little one called Manders.
Is that
Yeah.
is that a precursor, if you will?
Well, I mean, maybe. Because coming on Tuesday, 1/3 SGC, one called Manders coming on the show. Shout out to you.
Again,
Slice. Yeah.
part two.
Seriously, shout out to Manders. That dude has been so cool to us every single time we've seen him in person, and he's a real one for sure. And he's got one of the best lariats in the game.
And I
Love
bet
it.
he's going to be at the Super Bowl.
I don't doubt that even a bit.
Damn,
I'm
so
jelly.
lucky.
Yeah, Mr.
Anybody
I'm
put money on
friends
the
and-
Super Bowl yet?
No.
I had a
Can't
little
do it.
bonus bets, shall we say?
There you
So
go.
I-
There you go.
I kind of bet across the board. So either way, I'm gonna be up like a little bit of money. So
There you go.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
played it
Manders,
smart.
Mr. I was roommates with George Kittle, thinking he's all cooler than everybody.
I didn't say I was roommates with him. I just fucking met him. It's not my fault you have no cool pictures with him.
I was talking about one called Manders who was roommates with him.
Oh, I did not know that. I thought you were just giving me shit. I was like, I never said that.
Yeah, him and George Kittle were roommates at Iowa.
That's fucking sweet.
Yeah, like remember when Kittle did the lariat at WrestleMania like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, Manders was sitting right next to him, and he turned to him and was like, "Hey, how do I hit a good lariat?" And he told him, "Do this," and he went out there and did it.
I'll be goddamn. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to fucking go back and watch that again.
That's right. Cephas wasn't on the last time we had Manders on, was he? It was just me and you.
Oh, I did not. I didn't remember.
At this point, I just assume you've been on for everything. So
yeah.
Yeah, we really need to fucking figure that out. We need to sit down and count.
We'll remedy it, one person at a time. You know what I mean?
One of these days.
Yeah. Go back and get a redo with a couple of people now that we're a little more polished.
Absolutely. And also,
by the way,
I have got a freaking hair or an eyelash or something. It is driving me crazy. Anyway, excuse me. Also, I want to shout out the very sweet lady that I worked on her car this morning, and she gave me an entire thing of Chips Ahoy unopened.
Oh, nice.
She was just like, "Hey, these are for you."
Cookies? You're like, hell yeah, I like cookies.
More like,
and I was like,
Chips Ahoy.
I was like, "Thank you so much. It was very sweet of you."
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, my wife brought me a Chick-fil-A breakfast today.
Ooh, that's nice.
Out of the blue, yeah.
Chick-fil-A breakfast is very good.
Yeah.
I don't support Chick-fil-A.
Brandon, shut the fuck up.
Wow.
Also, I agree with this. Jade's Pop was pretty dope at the Rumble.
We'll
Let's talk some fucking Rumble because we haven't really talked about it yet.
Yeah, we were all there together.
I assume that's what today was. We were, we were together physically.
Our dude Cephas had a wonderful gathering.
Yeah.
And
too bad I forgot to invite like 6 people and they all hit me up like, dude, what the hell? I'm
dude,
sorry.
The door's open. Just show up.
Just assume I'm having a party every year.
And not to mention that the last month for me, so I'm sorry. I forgot to tell my own mother. Now, granted, my mother didn't give birth to this child, but I forgot to tell my own mother when my sister's funeral was until the day of. So, if I forgot to tell my own mother that, you know what I mean? I forgot to invite some people. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was a fucking blast. It got me away from everything. That's one of the greatest things about the Rumble for me is I know I'm going to see a lot of friends I don't always see. And I get to intermingle and bring some new friends into the mix. Like, for example, our buddy Nudge, who was just on the show. Yeah, he was there. It was his first time at the Rumble party.
Me and Eric's second year or sophomore year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little more comfortable this time around for sure. I was like,
to be fair, I really did my house.
To be fair.
Well, no, last year we walked in. The only person I knew was you. I don't even think I'd met your wife yet at that point when I came last year. So it was definitely a getting to know people. This year I was just like, I'm going to show up at like 3 and we'll hang out. And, it was a good time.
It was fun. The kids definitely had a good time. Maya got kind of grumpy at the end, but I think that's because she was just overwhelmed with all the people.
Oh, dude, I was beat.
Sure.
I was planning on having
you were looking at me like
Thursday,
this
Friday, Saturday off, and ended up with none of them off. And I was surprisingly though, it didn't have any trouble getting home. Like I was like, man, it's gonna be one of them.
Well, you hit your second wind for the end.
I did definitely hit my second wind.
Yeah,
good deal.
So before we go into the Rumble, I just want to pull out a little bit of proof real quick because you guys say I can't fucking peel oranges. I have video proof. I've said it once, and I'll say it again. I peel oranges better than
God.
All right. You are the master orange peeler.
That's one solid deal.
That's amazing.
I just want to clarify. We look back at that. I had very long hair. I already had that. So I've been an established orange peeler. Thank you.
Damn right.
That's your wife. What is wrong with you?
There's my wife.
Krista, there's a lot. It's a long list.
I think
Dude,
that
Bo, you need to send me that so we can upload it to the socials and see if we can start a orange peeling war and just have other people peeling oranges.
I will
feel like
absolutely
it'll be a lot of
send you
fun.
that. We see if we can use our social medias for awesome.
I think that'd be a lot of fun. Can you peel an orange better than Bo Cephas? Check this out. It'd be really funny if we got some responses from, literally anyone doing it. It'd be great. So, yeah, check out the socials after the show. We're going to upload that video. Send us your best orange peeling video. We want to see them. Maybe we'll feature them on the next show. That'd be fun.
boom.
That'd be fucking great. I have orange peeling.
I guess it
But
would.
anyways, back to the Rumble now that I've proved my fucking stature. I tried to tell you.
You're such a dingus. But I just got to shout out your party one more time. It's so much fun because it's not like just one, a bunch of people huddled around one TV. The Rumble's on in 3 separate rooms at Cephas's house. And it's so much fun because some of them have a delay, some don't. And, something will happen. Somebody will pop in the other room. And then this person's like, wait, what's happening? And it's chaotic and awesome. And I love it.
There's food in one room, drinks in the other, bullshitting in the other. And one's, there's the one room that's kind of ahead of everyone on wrestling. But it is what it is. That's what happens when some are streaming and some are direct line,
Yep. That is true. But yeah, Rumble was fun, man. I think Rumble might be my favorite event of the year. If it's definitely top 3, just because you don't really care as much about the wrestling. It's just the excitement of it all, like what's going to happen. Yeah. And
there's not a lick of good wrestling in a Rumble match. Like it's literally just a bunch of I'm trying to throw you. What
would you guys think about? Honestly, between the 2 Rumbles, I was like, I could have dealt with all the matches in between and just had a little bit longer more time for the women's Rumble and a little more time for the men's Rumble and, kind of play it out a little longer. I think,
I could have cared less about both singles matches, and I love a lot of the people in those matches. So that's saying something.
Yeah. There are very few great Rumble matches that aren't the Rumble. You think about there's Rock versus Mankind and the I Quit match. That'll outlive, most matches, period. There's a few of them. There's a Triple H one that's pretty good as well, but Triple H and Cactus Jack, actually. So, think about that. When Mankind's at the Rumble, those matches are pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
right, baby. Have a nice day. I actually agree with Brandon on this one. I thought the women's was way better. Just in terms of the way it was structured. The Bailey coming in at 3 and winning the whole thing.
Yep.
Was dope.
Setting the new record.
Her post, by the way, did you see where she I got my clothes from here, my tan from here, my boots from here, and my groceries. From Trinity, yeah.
With her ass just in her face.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
She's gonna have another face turn.
I don't know. I think she's gonna get sympathy baby face if she ends up getting kicked out of Damage Control.
But it's interesting though, because I don't think we're gonna get fucking huggy Bailey back.
Oh no,
I don't think we're gonna get that. I think it's gonna be. I think it's still gonna be bullshitty Bailey, and she's gonna tell jokes. Except she's gonna tell jokes that make us laugh instead of piss us off. It's gonna be ding dong hello, but we're gonna be like ringing that bell with her. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's interesting. And Sam Roberts, I don't know if you guys watch his show or not. He brought up an interesting about her entrance potential at WrestleMania if she is a face, we could get one final wacky waving inflatable arm flailing celebration, and now she's a different face. You know what I mean? Almost like a goodbye to it.
I like that. And
Yeah.
I feel like she's been heel for long enough. I'd like to see a grown up Bailey babyface run for sure.
And I mean, you know, and now she's kind of like on another tier. You know, she's at the top of the tier of the women's division now.
Exactly.
You know, so I mean, almost that kiddish, you know, super shiny baby face doesn't really work, you know, at that level. I mean, I don't think people will accept it.
You know what she can be? She can be a John Moxley of the women's division.
Bro, she is the work.
You know what I mean?
She is all intents and purposes Trish Stratus. You know what I mean? She don't look like Trish, but
a better wrestler.
She is the cornerstone to that. Like, she really is a huge part. Anyone you put her with. I don't think Io Sky would be as believable.
And she gets it, not just the wrestling part. She gets character work. She gets facial expression. I mean, all of it. She's so good at what she does.
Mm-hmm.
And she can be, you know, that kind of tweener babyface heel. Like, I can still be kind of an a-hole, but you love me. And I think that's awesome.
I thought it was great storytelling. I mean, the finish of it, you know, it was really well done. Everything seemed purposeful. You know, there's stories built. I mean, exactly what the Rumble's supposed to do. I mean, whoever produced that and, you know, and booked that way, man, it really just, it came through like a masterpiece.
I would tell you this much here on February 1st, 2024 at 8:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm calling that in the 2025 Rumble, Jordynne Grace wins it.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, you already know that Triple H is like, hey, when's her contract up? Like,
right?
He wants her so bad. She was that debut. I mean, that was my biggest pop of the night. That I jumped up out of my seat. I ran to the other side of the house yelling at Mike, who was eating a taco. Mike, Jordynne Grace is on.
Mike, literally, I remember seeing Mike go with his taco and plate in hand, like, what?
I had a nice big plate. I found a nice comfy chair. It's actually the chair you're sitting in.
Oh man!
And I had a TV with the Rumble. I was good.
But it was a moment, dude, just to see her come out, especially as much as we've seen her in our local federations, if you will, or local, you know, organizations, whatever the hell you want to call them. To see her pop there was awesome, and not to mention, they made her look so strong. Short of winning the Rumble, I don't think there's a way she could have looked stronger. It took a finisher to the outside of the apron to get her to be booked out. It wasn't just part of the ring. You know, it wasn't 4 people.
It wasn't a toss over the top rope or anything like that.
Nothing weird.
I loved the way she got eliminated, and by Bianca.
Yeah, there's all the stories that were just instantly there. You know, her versus Bianca, because they're both big, strong women. Obviously, her and Naomi. There was one other one. What was it? There was another face off with the I think it was suplexes with somebody.
Her and Ivy Nile standing suplexes.
Ivy Nile. Yeah, that's who it was.
They just stared at each other like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing, dude.
Everything matters.
I gotta reiterate your point, Mike. Her and Naomi coming in and hugging each other and then just starting beating the absolute. Oh, so good.
After I rewatched it, because I always rewatch it after the party because I miss so much. But after I rewatched it, dude, that was the absolute moment of the women's match. Was just that hug of happiness right into the let's fuck each other up, because you can see, man, they collabored their selves. You know what I mean? They're like, all right, let's hit each other really fucking hard right now.
Well, and that's the other thing too. In WWE, you don't see that as much. The stiff shots like that, and it was almost Naomi being like, "Yeah, I've been in TNA a little bit. I fucking hit a little harder now." Like, it was cool, man. I loved it.
Yeah. I tell you what, man. We'll pull out this question here. right here where he says he thinks Jade's going to win next year. I'll tell you this much. I don't know if Jade's going to win. Okay. But I'll tell you this. She looked strong. She looked strong. She looked impressive. She looked like she, mattered. They didn't make her look weak.
She
No.
picked up Nia Jax like she weighed nothing.
That was a holy shit moment, I think, for a
That
lot of
was
people.
She has Cesaro
We
strength.
know she's
Dude,
capable
yes.
of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Seen her go against Nyla Rose.
Yeah.
And do much of the same thing. So I mean, this was no surprise to us, but to see it, to see it finally happen, somebody finally manhandling, pardon expression, manhandling Nia Jax like that is just I think she won a lot of people over in that moment if they didn't already know her.
Now, look, I know we're jumping ahead with this comment, but I got to bring this out. Hold on now. He said he thinks Cody's taking on Rollins. Rock's going to headline WrestleMania versus Roman, and they're going to push Roman again until he has the record. Listen, the only record he could beat right now is not Bob Backlund, but Hulk Hogan's, and that's at 1,400 days. That's after SummerSlam.
1474.
That's not fucking happening. There's no way in hell they don't pay it off at WrestleMania. And I know some people don't think it's going to happen because they keep throwing red herrings. It's Cody versus Roman. It is Cody versus Roman. He's going to finish the story. He's going to end it because he got screwed over with the interference. He's going to bring that up. Watch what I'm telling you. Cody's going to finish his story. They're naming the game after it. He's finishing the fucking story.
I think it'd be really cool if they did it. I know they probably won't just because of the visual aspect, but a cage match for the title would be pretty dope. Yeah.
I think somehow which I don't want him to interfere and cost him the match, maybe just to appear and cost him the match. But I definitely feel that's because The Rock is going to take him to SummerSlam. It's going to, they're trying to build to where it's not just WrestleMania that people are looking forward to. Okay. So the best way to do that is to spread it out. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's a good way to do it.
Well, and I said a while back too, which the timeline's off, but the sentiment remains the same. I always thought Rock should fight Roman after he loses his title as you can't be head of the table anymore. You lost it.
That's what I think. He mentioned head of the table, bro. So that makes
being at SummerSlam for head of the table, great.
We could even see Cody just beat him clean, and then directly after Cody celebrates and runs out, we hear The Rock's music as Roman's sitting in the ring waiting for his adulation for his 1,000-day reign, and then The Rock's music hits. You pussy bitch! You besmirched the family. Give me back those chili peppers around your neck. I'm making fucking dinner.
But yeah, I knew that was going to be a story the whole time. Kyrie and Asuka being passive aggressive with Bayley. Yep. And they're going to build to that, which is pretty cool, man. So that's, I guess the question is, men's elimination chamber going to be for a title shot still?
I think so. Either that or
I have
the
a
title
thought.
be on the line.
Go ahead. Let's hear your thought, Mike.
I mean, with Rollins being injured, I mean, I know he wants to main event WrestleMania, but with Punk being out, that kind of, it leaves him in the wind. And do you really want to just waste or risk Seth Rollins further with just a spur of the moment opponent, versus someone. So, I mean, they could potentially vacate and go an elimination chamber for the World Heavyweight.
I mean, if they build it right, to answer Tim, I'd love LA Knight versus Rollins. I think that'd be pretty awesome.
I think you guys are missing the fucking blockbuster match right in front of your eyes that just returned. Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
We never got that moment.
Yeah.
We never got that moment, dude. I'm not saying that Seth couldn't lose it. You know what I mean? Maybe they vacate it and then a super heel gets it right before Mania, and let's put a heel with it and then let Sami take it from a heel. But I would much rather see Seth lose it to Sami.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like that.
fantastic.
But do you
Be a
feel like
great
that
match.
there's kind of his moment's already kind of passed though?
No.
I mean, it's
I feel
not
like
that he's
that
gotten
moment,
any worse at wrestling. I just feel like the hype train isn't nearly had the steam behind it like it did.
no, but
Well, and I'm worried that's going to happen with LA Knight too. He's going to lose steam. But
Yeah, yeah, exactly the same sentiment with
I
him.
mean, the same sentiment goes with Drew. Same sentiment goes. There's a lot of guys right now that if we don't capitalize, they're going to be hampered in some way.
And I'm not saying everybody has to win a title, but being in
They need a
marquee
payoff.
matches with good builds is important.
Yeah, we've got 3 months to Mania.
I think I agree with Timmy here that
Yeah, Drew.
especially as much as, I mean, with that promo that Drew cut on Punk and, as much as he's been kind of goating him online, I mean, that makes sense. Like, hey,
Did you see
I injured you. I'm taking your spot at WrestleMania. And I mean, him taking the belt off Seth, I mean, then they can give him a title run that's, worth something in front of people.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I agree. But here's the other thing. Does Drew win and then we see a Damian Priest cash in?
Oh,
I feel like the Priest cash in has to happen with the World Heavyweight because whoever beats Roman has to have a good title reign. It can't just be like, oh, we beat him for 1,400 days and lose the next night on Raw. We can't do that.
Oh,
I mean, here's the thing. I'm not going to rule it out because I could see them doing some wonky bullshit where Cody wins, Priest cashes in, and then Cody's got to chase it more or some dumb shit. Because I can see it happening. I don't want it to happen.
Please, no.
If they do that, it has to be the night after because if they do that the same night as Mania, Philadelphia might explode.
Yeah, there's some rowdy folks in Philly. Oh, by the way, I looked for Airbnb in anywhere near Philly for that weekend.
Hey,
you know what? I did pop pretty hard when his music hit and he came out and confronted Seth Rollins. I was like, I would accept that, man. I would love to see Gunther as a World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, we may not be able to get a cheap Airbnb near there, but there's still hotels at least. Just hotels are not as nice as an Airbnb. I like to be able to just.
Hey, I've got the wife thinking about it, so I mean that's.
Hey, I know.
Direction.
Myself and Emmy will be in Philly that weekend, and
that's a Friday afternoon. It's a 3 p.m. show.
The Revolver
Hog Show.
Cool.
I just didn't know. I looked today and I was like, oh shit, I didn't realize it was that early. So you had to get leave the night before, but
not really. It's only an 8-hour drive. 8 hours. Well, it's a little longer for y'all.
Yeah, so here's this though. I need Rhea to have someone to have a storyline with her, please.
Yeah.
Instead of just
Bronson Reed
random people. Dude, do it. I don't care.
I'm dead serious.
No, do it.
Bronson Reed and her would put on some fucking
bangers. But what I did hear story with him sounds pretty interesting.
What do you mean?
Where Bronson? He's wanting to have like a house, basically a bunch of house fights.
Okay.
Him, Otis, him, Ivar.
Yeah. I love it. I love Bronson Reed, dude. What'd you do?
I've been playing with a fucking rubber band this whole time. It just fucking got me in the forehead.
Serves you right.
I mean, honestly, Rhea and Bailey, dude.
Fuck, man,
I know Bailey will probably go after EO, but
listen, the only way, look, I see this coming here. The only way I'm accepting Cody not finishing the story is if after he loses, he immediately dyes his hair black and tells everyone that they're ugly and gives them bags. That's the only way I'm okay. Otherwise,
ringside just for minute it up.
Just immediately dyes his hair.
Puts a fake mustache on.
Yeah. I'm undashing again. I don't know, dude. You think about it. He's the antithesis to his name. He's the American Nightmare, but he's exactly like the American Dream. He's blonde. He's got this, allure to him, in a way. I feel like if we go that route, he has to lose it still, and then he would have to come back maybe a month or two later, black hair, and fucking just eviscerate whoever beats Roman.
And let's say,
Yeah.
I mean, it's eventually going to be like the double switch eventually where Roman goes face and Cody, finally does what he never would do in AEW is go heel.
Well,
Yeah.
let's just say theoretically, let's just forgetting about Rock and everything. Let's just say something happens where it ends up like Cody loses, right? And at Backlash, it's Sammy ends up versus Roman, right? And he beats him and he ends the fucking title reign, not at Mania. He ends it there. And imagine the heat of a black-haired Cody Rhodes coming and just beating the fuck out of Sammy. I would just,
Yeah.
I mean, it would so much heat. I'm all for it. I don't know.
Sorry, so I had one more thought with this one with Rhea. Fucking Naomi, dude.
Yeah.
Naomi Rhea at Mania.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun one.
I mean,
Naomi a little
she's the latest,
more
biggest
aggressive
signing.
now.
I'm surprised she didn't come back as Trinity.
Well,
No, it's
gotta
already
be
She's
their
been known by
IP.
Trin in WWE as well with the, Total Divas and shit.
Yeah, but the Naomi thing is their IP, so they're going to revert to that.
I don't know.
I mean, wasn't even Cody. Cody couldn't even go by Cody Rhodes in AEW, could he?
Not for a while. He ended up buying it, I guess, or some shit.
Okay.
I think he called Triple H. I remember watching something about it.
Is it before or after he trashed the throne?
I think it was after. I don't know. I know I have a Cody toy and I have a Cody Rhodes toy. And they're both AEW, so who knows?
It's pretty swell.
There's a
But
whole bunch of
there's
going
Liv
on.
Morgan's out there. I mean, she had a good showing. She was, in the final 3 there. I kind of feel like anybody, you guys saw that pose where like everybody was eliminated last was up against the barrier and kind of looking up into the ring. I think
That was a neat
anybody in
shot.
that lineup could be in contention.
And that's the thing too, man. Like we have 2 solid months before WrestleMania. If we came out Monday and put Sarah Logan in the right storyline, Sarah Logan could challenge either one of them ladies for their championships and make it worth the shit. They just got to do it right. And that's not a knock against anyone or Sarah Logan or anything. Just anyone can do it if they put their minds to it and to build the story correctly. You know what I mean? Like that's so if WWE wants to build something new, they can. But I feel like they have a lot of chess pieces at play right now that they could probably build a damn good game with. So
Yeah, I was gonna say exactly that, man. I mean, just the fact that they have this many like really just excellent female talents right now on that roster. So hopefully they continue to keep that momentum of the Royal Rumble and really push the female division into the stratosphere.
oh, this comment. Absolutely, we do. This motherfucking man is a national treasure and should be protected like the Declaration of Independence.
Someone said, was it Bully Ray or Tommy Dreamer that brought his name up as Punk's replacement just to kind of like stumble his way into the world title picture?
Bro.
I mean, he's easily one of the most over people, characters right now.
Bro. I never even thought about Truth winning the title at Mania.
Do it.
I would fucking sob.
Chaos.
2 of the biggest pops of the night, both Rumbles.
I thought, dude, there's been babyface title wins that I thought were, Daniel Bryan, fucking Kofi Kingston, fucking, when fucking Matt Hardy won the ECW World Championship. There's certain moments where you're just like, damn, I never, but fucking R-Truth?
54-time, 24/7 champion. Yeah.
I want that new shirt, the Finn and everybody, and then at the bottom it says "and R-Truth."
I just want the one with him and Tom and Nick Mysterio.
It's ridiculous. I don't know.
That dude.
I know one thing. Everyone's talking about Roman and what's going to happen with Seth.
So our truth
But-
should be the reason.
Yes.
He
I'd love
finally
that.
wins him over.
Bro, that's not a bad idea at all. Oh, bro, it's like they're telling the Bloodline and Sammy again, except with Judgment Day and Truth, but in a way different way.
Yeah, you're not. I mean, but you're not wrong, and it works all over again.
It's because it's Truth.
Yeah,
You could tell Truth, hey man, next week you're gonna be addicted to rubber ducks. He'd fucking make that work and sell 1 million rubber ducks.
yeah.
That's all I'm
Absolutely.
saying. I'd buy an R-Truth duck. I know one thing. I saw a comment earlier. I'm not exactly sure where it was, but the Fatal 4-Way. God, that was just fucking. It literally felt like it was a contractual. They had to get it. It says in the contract that he's supposed to wrestle at Royal Rumble, so he has to wrestle someone. There it is. It was garbage. It was poop.
Agreed.
It was poop. It did nothing for no one. It made Roman look boring. It made Roman look like we've seen too much of him. It made LA Knight look like he couldn't get the job done. Same with the other two gentlemen.
Yeah, what did it do? Nothing.
Nothing. It took too long. It fucking bored me. It took times from the fucking match. I would have rather seen fucking, I don't know, Ricochet versus Santos or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give me any kind of low to mid card people wrestling each
No,
other.
it was just them putting a bunch of marquee names in a match and saying go do stuff.
Yeah, it just felt like. bleh.
I mean, even Logan and KO, the stupid finish, in my
Mhm.
opinion. Like, I know why they did it, but just give me both Rumbles and be done with it. I don't need matches in between.
No, yeah, absolutely. Again,
If they need more than just two, then hey, guess what? Do a fucking a Rumble for the Intercontinental or US title.
Yeah, something.
You know what I mean? Or put one of those titles on the line in the Rumble and do.
what about like breakout star and the winner of that gets a main roster spot?
that too? Imagine the storylines they could write if they did one for the shot at Mania and one for like the World Heavyweight Championship. You know what I mean? Ooh, which one do you choose?
Yeah, and then the wrestlers have to just, dude, that's gold, brother.
Bro, there's so many options they could do that would make much more fun. That would make much more fucking sense than that. So, sure.
My voice is still fucked up. I can't do it. I could tell you.
I still that is such a like that's going down as like the worst
there you go.
moment.
Have a
Talking
Rumble
about
where all the competitors were wrestlers that never won a world title.
Ooh.
I think that's cool.
Ooh.
It's cool.
That's pretty key.
Pretty cool.
I know one thing. At the start of the Rumble popped me very hard. Jay versus Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be a good
literally-
Mania match.
I
I
hope
hope so.
God,
I hope so.
That's
I
going to
hope-
be Matt versus Jeff. The whole, yeah, it's going to be awesome.
That's one of my favorite matches from WrestleMania 25 is Matt versus
Yep.
Jeff. 25, dude. You go back and look at that, dude.
It's so good.
insane. Orton versus
So good.
Triple H.
Undertaker and
Taker
Michaels.
versus Shawn won. The Matt versus Jeff. The Money in the Bank. There's so much good in that WrestleMania. You thumbs it up.
I didn't mean
Yeet
to.
versus no yeet.
Yeet versus no yeet. I would buy that shirt.
Yeet versus Yote.
I hope that like this is like the culmination of it though, and it's selfish of me. You know, I just want them to be a tag team again because they were just so damn good.
That's the thing. I could see that match going to a no contest and people not bitching about it if they just beat each other's ass until they cried and hugged.
Yeah, It's
They
pretty
don't even
much
need
what
a
I was
finish.
picturing.
Yeah.
I feel like he loses it in a multi-man match and doesn't get pinned.
No, it can't.
You have to build somebody with that.
Yeah,
dude.
you can't.
You have
Eric,
to.
you can't. Don't do that to me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that
I don't
evil
want
on
it to
me.
happen, but I see that happening. So they're like, well, they never got pinned. Burp, 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 burp.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be a good one. Jay taking it. Main event Jay Uso.
I love him.
Truth.
Oh,
Squash
yeah.
match. Squash match.
Oh my God. Just one discus punch.
Yeah.
And that fucking spinning crossbody thing he does.
Yeah.
And that's
Gunther
it.
goes down like a sack of potatoes and 1, 2, 3. R-Truth's a champ.
That's the only squash I want to see.
I want R-Truth with a title so that he can be that insane dude that's like thinks it's the 24/7 title still and like runs from everybody that gets near him. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh shit.
how fun would that be?
Oh man.
I just think
I think
like
it'd be a blast.
I think they're too afraid to like have a fun title, major title run like that. It would so freaking work. It would sell like a zillion t-shirts, and
I know
man.
I don't want Gunther to do that Ken Shamrock shit. I feel like that'd be stupid. Like I love Ken Shamrock and he can still hold a match, but the dude's 60 something years old.
Yeah.
No thank you.
I think cashing in on the mid-card titles is dumb.
I don't think that was well received, and I don't think they would do that again.
I wish there were a better word for upper card and mid card, but I mean it is what it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Tier
Gunther
1,
has
tier
made
2.
the Intercontinental title relevant again.
I was getting this fucking tattoo before Gunther. You know what I mean? I'm getting this motherfucker for a lot more Intercontinental champions than him. You know what I mean?
No.
And
I'm
he's
saying he made it relevant again.
No, I agree.
I'm not saying
I'm
it never
he did.
was, but it
Yeah.
was. Nobody gave a shit about it, man.
No, they definitely lost its stature. I think the last and this is rough to say because there's a couple reigns that I kind of liked in between there, but I think the last good person to hold it before Gunther was Miz.
Yep.
Miz loves that title. And then before Miz, it was Cody. When Cody brought back the white strap, oh, bro, dashing Cody Rhodes with the Intercontinental title to undashing Cody Rhodes with the Intercontinental, that whole arc, brilliant. Oh gosh, why was Miz good at that? Let's hear what you got. It better be fucking. Okay, I was about to say you better be praising him because he has big balls. Goddamn right he does. Huge balls.
Even though he's a stinking Cleveland Browns fan.
Hey man, we all have our problems. I bite my nails.
I've been a fan of him since the Real World. Told you guys I'm an avid that's Real World, Road Rules, Challenge, all that stuff. And
there you go, Steve. Luke Larson. I don't take no Miz slander.
Goddamn right. I want to
now there is one person we will slander on this show, and that's Chris fucking Jericho, that piece of absolute garbage.
You watch your fucking mouth. I'm wearing his shirt right now.
Yeah, he's not good. He never has been good. He's the worst. I'm just kidding.
Look what I got.
I'm just trying to fire you up. Whoa! Where'd you get a sign like that?
It's big.
These two dudes brought it to me. They're like, "You're my buddy."
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
that's all him.
Look, just for those who don't know.
Well, I helped.
Technically, yeah. So technically, you had a hand in this because it was
one of both of us.
It was
my knowledge. Yes. Mike having it.
It was one of the trivia night, and Eric and Seth wrote it, but it did kind of it came down to a music question, and I was like, everybody looked at me suddenly, and I was like, killed it.
What was the answer?
Man. I don't know.
You don't remember
what the question was?
I ate a lot of vitamins.
See, Luke knows. Overrated.
Luke. So
I
you
just-
won me with the Miz, and then you just pull that shit.
You
I'm
know,
not wearing no.
I appreciate Jericho very much, but at the same time, I feel like he kind of needs to start to. I mean, I don't know, in a certain sense, he kind of is. He's not getting nearly the. I don't feel like he's getting nearly the TV time he was. So I mean, I feel like he is kind of starting to fade into the background a little bit.
He's making himself become an attraction now, to where he's only wrestling certain people so often.
Yeah.
Although I feel like we could still at any moment. Yep, him on Collision, him on Dynamite.
Yeah, I mean, it just some of his stuff, it just doesn't come off that great anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just you don't want to become like the Undertaker always said. You don't want to become a caricature of yourself.
Yep.
I know Show Miz on his cruise looked a little interesting in their gear.
Yeah.
Boys, hold down the flight for a second. I'm gonna go get me a drink.
All right.
Okay, here we go. I can deal with this with Luke. Friggin' Jericho is God. No, Stan Hansen is God. You're absolutely right. Stan Hansen, dude, I'll tell you what, YouTube is a freaking godsend because, like, and that's one thing I'm very thankful for with AEW is they opened me up to a lot of the Japanese style of wrestling and stuff like that. And I've gone back and, just searched, Stan Hansen, All Japan, or whoever, just old All Japan, New Japan matches. And man, those matches back in the 90s were gnarly.
Brutal. Hey, welcome back.
Stan Hansen versus old Bruiser Brody.
Yeah.
There's a match I saw of them where they fucking clobber each other. Someone else who wrestled like that, Harley Race.
Yep.
That dude, if you ain't seen any of his matches, I see why Triple H was obsessed with him. That's what literally I started watching his shit because I was like, why won't Triple H shut the fuck up about Harley Race? What the fuck is so good about this dude?
Ooh.
He will
I'll have to find this one. Stan versus Andre. He said Andre was working too. So that was like young Andre.
Yeah, before he was.
I'll have to find that. Yeah.
Well,
we were actually just talking about this the other day. It's Rumble-esque, which be on the lookout because we're actually going to talk about this whole show, the 92 Rumble, and Owen Hart being light years ahead of his time.
Yes.
And just being the best fucking wrestler on earth. Like, holy shit, man.
I hate to call back on someone you don't particularly care about, but did you see the words from Mark Henry this past week about how much Logan Paul reminds him of Owen Hart?
Really?
Oh my God. It was the most endearing shit I've heard from a professional towards Logan Paul. He's like, I know a lot of people don't like him. He's like, but I'm a wrestling fan. He's like, all I see in him is Owen. And it kept showing like clips. If I can find it in my video, I'll send it to you later.
I will never deny his wrestling ability. That's undeniable. I just don't like him as a person. That's my own
perfectly cool. I never liked Steve Blackman. So
Dr. Death.
There
were actually a couple people that slammed him before Hogan. There was a luchador. I cannot remember his name for the life of me, but he slammed him as well.
Yeah, but as we know, Vince McMahon doesn't acknowledge any history outside of his own.
Good thing he don't matter no more.
Luke, help me out, man. God, it's gonna bug me now.
Well, speaking of Luke Larson, he is the NWF Unified Champion, and I just bought tickets for myself, the wife, and my son and his buddies to sit front row this Saturday night NWF show.
I wish I'd have known. I'd probably sent you money and fucking joined you. I don't want to have seats.
Hey, tickets are still available, man. Just saying.
Is it
$15
or is it like front row and we pick where we're sitting in the front row?
Yeah, it's front row and it's first come first serve.
Okay, well in that case, I might still go.
Hey, it's it's $15 well spent. I'll just say that.
Oh, that's it. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's either Konek or Sonic.
Okay.
Luchador. And who slammed Andre.
I thought you were talking about the drive-through. I was like, it's Sonic.
Sorry, I was looking at other stuff. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. You know who else slammed Andre? Harley Race. Pretty cool.
Oh shit!
You know who else slammed
Pretty cool.
Andre? Your mom.
You weren't supposed to tell anyone.
Bro, have you ever seen I feel like both my daughters suffer from this where they look exactly like their father. Have you ever seen Andre's daughter? She has the same
Yes.
problem.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Poor thing.
Oh,
Looks just like her daddy.
Or how
What are
about?
you about?
I think the
Revolver
worst
just
of that
tagged us
is
in a post
What?
on Twitter.
What did they do? Spoil it. Oh!
yes.
Wow! Bro!
That's awesome.
Here's your daddies.
Bro!
That's
Bro.
amazing.
Hey, I actually made that picture.
Bro!
Bro,
Speaking of bro, what about our fucking heart and soul fucking of pro wrestling for us being mentioned on the Late Show with Stephen Colbert?
dude, that was awesome. That
He's
was
the
so
mayor
fucking
of
cool.
fucking New York City in Marvel. God damn it. That guy is important.
You're actually correct about that, Mr. Luke Larson. Yeah, Antonio Inoki did it too. Yep.
Nice.
Inoki did it twice, I think.
Bro!
Yeah. That
Bro!
seeing Paul
Sorry.
Walter Hauser on the Late Show, like, oh yeah, this is Matthew Palmer and Sammy Callahan. And this is Pro Wrestling Revolver. Like, just he could have just been like, oh yeah, I did this, whatever. I'm just like, he's saying everybody. Speaking of which, February 27th, we're having Matthew Palmer on, so tune in.
Bro, that is such a neat tweet. Is this still a tweet? That's a neat X.
No, it's still called a tweet, even though the platform is called X.
You're a tweet.
Yeah,
You're a tweet.
I am the tweetest of them all.
Tweety
PW Revolver, are you gonna do this on?
That's pretty cool. I gotta send that to my wife just in case she's not still.
Sorry, Gringo just responded to that.
What'd he say? Show it. Show it. What him said. He definitely does.
He
He
definitely knows the name
Gringo
Gringo Loco now.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 drops of blood. I'm sorry. Yeah. A little bit of color.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
What a cool moment.
Since we
Sorry, it's
talking about Revolver, did you guys see our buddy the president of wrestling, Mr. Phil Stamper's comment on our Damian Chambers post?
No,
I didn't see it yet.
Because I said our bestest friend in the world, and he said bestest with like 3 question marks. And I said we didn't say most bestest. All right, take it easy, Brando. Good seeing you again,
buddy.
man.
Yeah, good talking to you, buddy.
But
Don't be a stranger.
So I was talking to Cephas about this earlier. So Jack Vaughn, our boy Jack Vaughn, posted something earlier today. It was him and I'm blanking on his name. Cephas, help me out.
What's that?
The weird guy post with Jack.
Oh, why'd you have to fucking ask me? I'm about
Amos.
to pull the picture up. It's not Amos.
So, is it Amos or no?
No, it's not Amos. I thought that's who you were talking about when you talked to me earlier, but when I saw it,
I can't remember his name, but it's Jack and a guy from OVW, and he's like, when the weird kid befriends the popular jock, and then in parentheses it says, "I'm the popular jock, by the way." And I said, "Are you sure you're not the weird kid?" And he's like, "I'm the popular jock," with like 4 exclamation points. So I just sent back the Homer gif of him going back into the bushes, like, okay.
ZDP.
If I can save this particular picture.
Oh, we know Chambers will be at Hits on Saturday. It's our dude. Chambers over everyone, baby. Hey, look at that. Somebody thought I was Seth Rogen. Hello.
Yep. Shout out to the stunt doubles for standing in for us for that picture. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
it was nice.
Here we are. You know what? Like I said, we got to figure out who looks like me, because I don't fuck with Corey from Pawn Stars, and I don't fuck with Guy Fieri. I don't look like neither one of them sons of bitches.
Hey, that's your boy, Real Deal, man. He put that in the atmosphere. That's
fucking piece of shit. God damn it.
I don't.
You know who
I mean,
you kind of remind me of?
If you say Corey from Pawn Stars, we're fighting in the streets.
You ever seen that Progressive Caveman?
What's his name? Donald Logue. You know what I'm talking about? The dad from Grounded for Life. You know what I'm talking about?
Fuck you, man.
It's not an insult.
You're supposed to be like, you look like Brad Pitt, or fucking handsome Johansson.
You know who you look like?
Gene Rogers, and this is the Barrett Challenge. I can't wait for my hair to be back so I can fucking,
Oh, okay. No, man, that dude. That's not an insult at all. That dude's badass. He was. What was he on here? He was. I
don't know who we're talking about, to be honest with you.
Oh, he was in Gotham. I forgot.
I was thinking 8 Simple Rules guy, and then I realized I'm wrong.
No,
that's where I know him from. He was in Gotham.
John Richter.
And by the way, just for those who are watching and have no idea what the fuck it was that Eric was talking about, it's this photo right here. Our boy Jack. And I believe, hold on, Zachary Pittman, ZDP is his name. Looks like somebody we need to get on the show because he has such a fashion sense.
Right?
I really enjoy that. Where's our overlay? To the top. I don't know where it is.
You ruined it.
Never are we gonna have an overlay. I ruined it. Whatever. Fuck it. Seth Rogen mixed with Kevin Owens. That's what you look like, Eric. Seth Owens.
Kevin. You want to know the funny part about that comment? I've been called both in one Instagram post. my dear friend Thunder Rosa posted a picture of me, her, and my daughter on her Instagram a few years ago. And the first couple comments on it were, I thought that was Kevin Steen. And then like 4 more later was, I thought that was Seth Rogen. And I was like, well, at least I got Kevin Steen.
Hey, Mike, I was just looking at that post. You made it into this photo.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
And Eric didn't wait. Only 2 or 3 of us.
Yeah. Somehow one of us is always missing from something. I was missing from the hug. You're missing
nephew,
from photos.
Though, like made like every picture, and he stands out like a sore thumb. Like
that
blonde flowing hair.
This is who I'm talking about, Cephas. That guy.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
See?
All right. I'll also take Jeff Bridges.
The dude?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let me grow my fucking hair back out. I'm working on it right now. If you look.
I
Luke, just grew a little bit.
We were having a nice conversation, and then you got to go and say shit like that.
Hey, and Fruit Loops are a fucking great selling cereal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Delicious. So
they're part of a well-balanced breakfast.
Thank you.
And I'm pretty sure they're gluten-free. Are you gluten-free, Luke? Huh? Are you non-GMO? Huh? I don't think so.
Do you follow your news? Do ya?
I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It's FROOTLOOPS. Yeah. And it's always been that.
It looks weird, but yeah.
It is. That's what it is.
Well, we really need to have this cereal episode, guys.
Can we have the mascot from Honeycombs on?
Just to keep it
What's
going.
that?
Can we have the mascot from the Honeycombs on as a guest?
Please.
That'd be pretty cool.
I mean,
the guest we were thinking about having the cereal episode with says honeycomb mascot tendencies.
This is true.
We could just have, what's that wrestler that looks just like him? Oh, fuck.
He's part of the Bang Bang gang.
I can't remember his name. There's
I'm
a
drawing a
wrestler that's
blank.
just like the Crave monster.
The hell?
And it
Juice
went
Robinson.
viral.
Juice Robinson.
Yes,
thank
Juice
you.
Robinson. Yeah,
Jesus.
can't.
He
help it.
does. He looks very much like him.
Auspiciously.
Hopefully he's on the mend soon, man. He was
Well,
at a,
Speaking on the mend soon, our boy is on the mend officially, but we still got to give him that positive energy. Crash made it
Right.
through his
Crash.
surgery successfully.
yes.
And
We'll have him on here soon too. Talk to him.
Yeah. He's been streaming lately, man, so he can't wrestle right now. So if you like to watch gaming, get on his Twitch and support him. Buy a t-shirt. Fucking send him $5 for no reason at all. Just type in his name and send him $5. He needs it. Love you. Bye.
Yep. Well, that was excellent advice. You guys got any more dad advice before we get out of here?
Actually, I do. I was telling you guys earlier, I had seen a kind of a quote from a gentleman after it was a post kind of post-humorist thing. I guess he wrote during his last few days or whatever. Anyway, it kind of stuck out to me, and it kind of goes in line with a lot of things we talk about. But it said, "I'm done looking at time to find my days, weeks, and months. I have an unlimited number of moments if I slow down and appreciate them. These last few months, I have had some of the greatest moments in my life. I have learned that every moment is worth enjoying and remembering."
I like that.
Even the bad ones.
Yeah.
I just really like, because we always talk about stopping and smelling the flowers, you know, and how fast life goes. And I mean, that's just to really look at life at moments instead of years and stuff like that that's a really great way to look at things.
Yeah, man. It's definitely been a weird one for me with my sister passing, but the way I was taught, and me and my sister actually, we lost someone a few years ago. It was probably like 15, 20 years ago at this point. And it was whenever Lost came out. So it's 2006. So I guess it wasn't that long, but still. We found the best way to go through any type of loss or bad moment or shitty day is to remember that while you may not be able to see the sun behind the clouds, it's still there. And if you look for it, eventually it's going to come out. And you know, I wish that for everybody. I think your dad advice is very poignant for the day.
Thank you.
What a way to start February.
It's very good. I don't really have any good dad advice, but our boys over at Finish Your Wrestling got a good dad joke for us. What happens when a snowman throws a temper tantrum? He has a meltdown.
What's I got one for you. What's the difference between an enzyme and a hormone? You can't hear an enzyme.
That was good. I'll give you that.
I don't have my rim shot. I need to put the rim shot back on the soundboard.
But
all right, boys. Let's wrap this fucker up.
All right. As always, we have been the dWo Podcast. I'm Big Rig Eric Maffey. He is Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin. He is Wrestling T-shirt guy Cephas. As always, check us out on all the socials at dWo_podcast, Facebook at the dWo Podcast, TikTok at dWo_pod. Get that damn merch at Pro Wrestling Tees and T Public. Cephas, don't die.
Please don't die.
Please don't die. Or you can DM us directly. We have merch on hand. We can ship it to you.
I don't know, dude. The first
so just let us know.
Might get us famous.
Bunch of merch.
Look at that. He's got Mr. Magnificent's got a list right there.
Got the inventory.
So yeah, check all that out.
Squared Circle Expo, get your tickets.
Squared Circle Expo, get those tickets because they are going so fast. Because I guarantee you, they're going to start announcing probably the last of the guests here soon. I would say this month.
I don't know.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they add, I don't know, popular deities, Jesus Christ, whatever.
There's gonna be a
the Lord Savior himself is gonna be appearing here.
Signing autographs for 20 schmeckles.
There's gonna be quite a few guests there, and that's gonna be awesome. So be sure to check all that out. We will be back Tuesday with one called Manders. It's going to be an awesome show.
Thursday
I'm sure
with
we'll talk
Jared
wrestling.
Savage.
We'll talk football, all kinds of good stuff. And what do we got Thursday?
Jared Savage.
Jared
yeah.
Savage on Thursday. Heck yeah.
Mhm.
So we got a lot of guests lined up for you. February is filling up fast. Got a lot of good shows coming. So until next time, top dads.
Dad, World War.